in which he did on this play by taking on the Ant matchup and trying to drive past him, but Marcus Smart holding his ground, holding it until the help defense came, Rui Hachimura poking at the ball, and that makes Ant hesitate for just a brief second, in which Marcus Smart took that opportunity to literally rip the ball away from him, getting the ball and diving on the floor to do it, then passing the ball up to Austin Reaves for a quick 2 points in transition. Something the Lakers don't do very often and really don't take advantage of very often. Not only the fact that they don't get many steals per game, but then even if they do, actually pushing the ball in transition for an easy 2 points, which they did get on this play directly from Marcus Smart. And well, unsurprisingly, he then made another impact play the very next time down the court on defense. Here he is matched up with Naz Reid, and once again getting directly up in him.
Pause.
Naz Reid trying to dribble past him a bit, and Marcus Smart takes it directly away from him. Yes, he does eventually lose it, falling on the floor to try to grab it, but I think this really helps spark the Lakers defense and light a fire under the entire team. As not too long later, we have more defensive plays by Rui Hachimura, defending Julius Randle well in the post and causing a miss here. Even more plays after that. Here we have Jared Vanderbilt taking on the Anthony Edwards matchup and trying to get the ball and maybe make a move, but doesn't realize he's at half court from how far Jared Vanderbilt pushed him back and causing yet another turnover. And well, if you put that kind of defense around Luka Doncic, who was absolutely scorching on the court last night, good things are bound to happen. I mean, in that 5-minute time frame to end the second quarter, Luka Doncic had 9 of their team's 14 points. The other 5 came from Marcus Smart hitting a 3-point shot, then Austin Reaves getting that transition layup that I showed you before. So if you combine that, Luka Doncic going off, the defense playing well, and really lit a fire under by Marcus Smart and Jared Vanderbilt, I think that's definitely a recipe for success and possibly something they can maintain going forward too. No, I'm not saying it's going to be their new starting lineup, but it definitely will be a lineup they turn to, likely again throughout the second quarter, maybe during the third quarter and or fourth quarter, possibly even close with this lineup against certain teams and against certain matchups. I think they've really found something here with it. I mean, say what you will about the potential flaws on offense and the lack of 3-point shooting with Vanderbilt and even Marcus Smart at times, but you can't deny the defense, the energy they bring, and how infectious it really is to everyone around them too. That's something that'll never not happen in a lineup with both Marcus Smart and Jared Vanderbilt on the court. And for Marcus Smart, I think he really is the driving force of that. Jared Vanderbilt's great and definitely brings that energy, but Marcus Smart does both that, bring the energy, and bring the communication and vocalness too. Not only is he gonna do that and really hype himself up, but he's gonna hype his teammates up too. Drive them to play better defense, to compete on the court, and simply play with the energy that they really lack on the court at times, really throughout much of last season. And well, I really think Austin Reaves summed this up perfectly, talking about Marcus Smart and the energy that second quarter lineup brought to their team, and simply how infectious it was to everyone around it.
Marcus Smart, I think, only took 1 or 2 shots. He was plus 24 off the bench. Does that kind of typify the energy and the effort you got from not just him, but Vanderbilt, some other guys as well?
Yeah, I mean, everybody that came off that bench and that bench group was big for us. They guarded at a high level. They and he's just competed. They had back-to-back possessions. Marcus got 1 steal, should have been 2. He lost the other one, but just laying his line out or his body out on the line for us and giving us opportunities over and over again. That's the same with Jake. Da was a monster tonight. So just continuing to build those things and trust in one another, and we'll be fine.
Like I said, I really don't think it's possible to not be affected by Marcus Smart and Jared Vanderbilt on the court together at the same time. I mean, watching the energy they play with, the defense they play on the court, going after loose balls and rebounds, and simply to make the effort plays that really count for your team despite not showing up on the stat sheet. I don't know if it's possible to not be affected by that. We clearly seen it with Rui Hachimura, Austin Reaves, and even Luka Doncic on defense, and simply going after and making the plays that count but don't show up on the stat sheet again. I think that's something that will be affected positively by the team directly from Marcus Smart and Jared Vanderbilt going forward. And well, with that in mind, I'm really curious to watch how Redick will use them going forward. Will he continue to bring both of them off the bench? Will it be together because of what they showed in this game? Using them both to bring that defensive energy and really give their team a spark during the late first quarter, throughout the second quarter, or whatever it might be, really often throughout the game? Or will he separate them to get the most out of both of them, have one of them on the court at pretty much all times, maybe even add one of them to the starting lineup, replace Gabe Vincent with Marcus Smart and or Jared Vanderbilt? What will he do with them? I think that's definitely a conversation worth having at this point, Many thought, and even myself kind of doubted their ability to play together, at least with DeAndre Drayton or Jackson Hayes in the court with them, but Redick may have found a way around that, kind of using Vanderbilt in the small ball 5 role. Yes, again, it might not work for every matchup, but at times throughout the game and against certain matchups more or maybe less, I think it definitely is a viable option, and they showed it in this game too. Regardless though, I think it'll be interesting to watch how Redick incorporates them. I don't think we can only see 11 minutes of Jared Vanderbilt like he played in their first game, or only 15 to 18 minutes of Marcus Smart. I think we need to see plenty of them going forward, even together on the court, as this game directly showed their capabilities, particularly on defense, and the spark they can give their team on defense too.
A lot of positive things tonight from a lot of players. Gabe, terrific job defensively again on a primary guy. Battled your ass off tonight. Our 3 guys off the bench, Marcus, Vando, Jake, with some big-time plays defensively. That was your best defensive game you've had for us so far. That was awesome. I'm talking preseason too. That was great. DA dominated. Another great defensive performance from you. Another great one. All right. Rui, you were spectacular. AR, against that team to have 11 assists and 1 turnover. 11 assists and 1 turnover against that team is big time. And Luka, way to just control the game. Got us going early with your scoring. You picked up your defense. You ended up with 11 rebounds, 8 assists, and 49 points. Not a bad night. You completely dominated that game. That was great stuff. Regardless of the result, the reference point of us playing hard. Did you feel it? Because I saw it. I felt it. And I didn't play.
I feel it right now.
I know you feel it right now. That's a reference point of how hard we have to play. Terrific job. Bring it in. Let's go.
But I think that'll pretty much do it for this one, and if you enjoyed the video, then I'll greatly appreciate it if you drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and hit that notification bell to never miss out when I upload a video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day or night.